Hey y'all, happy Monday. Hope everyone is having a great afternoon. As for me, I'm feeling completely exhausted. However, I'm never too tired to show my love. So today's booster is find joy in every role that you play. So I don't know if anyone has ever felt like this before, but for me in the past, I had this thing where I just had to be great in every role that I played. So when it came to being a wife, especially when it came to being a mom, when it came to serving students in education, every role that I played at that time, I had this secret need for perfection, this secret need to do everything perfectly. And ironically, of course, no matter how much pressure I put on myself, I would always make those small mistakes. And for me, that was unacceptable because in my mind, I had an attitude of there is no room for error. There was no excuse for me to make a mistake in the roles that God gave me. And what this did was it took all of the amazing roles that God blessed me with and it gave me this feeling of obligation. So instead of feeling joy in the experiences that I was having with my children and with my husband and with my students, it was more of an obligation. So it took the joy out of it. So there's a couple things that I learned from it, a couple things that God revealed to me, and I want to give them to you as a few tips. So one of the first thing I learned was perfection leads to self-dependence. And what I mean by that is, what is the point of serving a perfect God if you feel the need to be perfect? And I'll say that again. What is the need of serving a perfect God if you feel the need to be perfect? And when you think about it, making mistakes is almost a requirement when you're serving God, because what it does is it puts us in a place of humility where we have to call on Him and we have to depend on Him. So that's the first thing that I learned. The second thing that I learned was to do all things heartily unto God. So when we are serving our children and serving our husbands and serving at work or whatever role it is that you play, you may be an entrepreneur, you may be a coach, or whatever it is that you do, you want to do it as if you are serving God. So of course, when we come to God, we're joyful, we're excited. We want to be pleasing to Him, and that's how we have to take on our roles. So again, when you are serving your family or whatever role you're playing, you do it as if the reward is coming from God, because that is who is going to reward you. And the last thing I learned was to pray for it. So we tend to pray for a lot of material things. Oh, God, bless me with a car, bless me with more money, more finances, to pay all my bills, bless me with a new job. We pray for all these material things, but we forget that we can pray for those internal things. So you can go to God and say, God, give me joy in all of the roles that you have blessed me in. And that was my prayer. But for you, it may be, God, give me joy, give me peace, give me contentment with the things that you've blessed me with. Whatever your prayer is, that's between you and God. But don't forget that you can pray for these things and ask God to fill your heart up with the things that you desire, or the way that you desire to feel for the roles that you play. So those are three things that I learned. It definitely has helped me really enjoy the experience of being a wife and a mom and a leader in education and all of the other roles that I play, sister, daughter. It has given me the opportunity to really love the roles that God has blessed me with versus treating them as if they are only a job. So I hope that blesses you. I hope that you are able to reflect on a few things and really, really find joy in the roles that you play. And I will talk to you tomorrow.